Hey, thanks for dropping by. Can't Let Her Die DIY. If you found this channel, you found this video, you must have a Kubota KX91-3SS Super Series. That's what this is. 3.5 tons. It's lovely. It's a lovely machine, really. But it's doing a lot of squeaking from the undercarriage here. It's I got some rollers that are, the bearings have gone in it. This one here, I believe, is gone. The upper roller and the bottom roller right there. You can see that. See how that's all loose? The bearings are totally gone. It should be like this one. Nice and tight. That one, nice and tight. That one is all. And I'm going to show you this. So first thing I'll do, I'll jump in the excavator and I'll turn it on. We'll run these tracks and you'll see if this is grabbing and not rolling properly. You'll see that that one's defective as well, or worn out. So let's go. You got this. This is not hard. We're going to replace these rollers and we're going to do it without taking the track off. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. Let's do it. Operation, so we got a little bit of wind to contend with here, so this audio may not be coming in all that well, but it is what it is. The first thing I did was I put PB Blaster, have it soaking in PB Blaster as much as you can, clean off all the mud and that sort of thing from the bolts in there, and get this in there, get this working for you. Number two, we need to loosen up the track. There's the grease nipple, and on the outer side is the larger grease fitting. So that is a 7/8 of an inch. Get in there over the grease nipple. It's got a fair bit of fight to this. Don't remove it all the way, just loosen it up so grease will start, the back pressure of grease will start oozing out from around that grease fitting. Yep. As that's going around, it's pulling in on the idler. Well, stop right there. That's pulling in on the idler with the track itself. So the idler wheel over here is contracting. Okay, back the other way. Okay, stop. A little bit more. More. Okay, stop. Turn it off. Okay, you can see where you want to use softer wood, but you don't want to use steel for that, so wood is really good. It does not damage that, and it loosens it up. Now look how slack the track is. And all kinds of grease has pumped out of the grease fitting right there. Tons of grease just pouring out of that puppy. Love it. So now that idler right there in the middle of your screen is contracted all the way, and the track is very loose. Now we could remove this track, but we don't really need to. We can replace the upper roller without removing the track. So that's what we're going to attempt to do. Okay, so this prevents this track from coming down on your hand as you're working in here. It gives you enough room to attack this and attack this. Moving right along. Look at this. Totally wasted. Bearing shot. Not even there. That's what you got to check out. right? It's been for quite a bit, a little while. It's actually worn. So good to check out these top rollers and get them the heck out of there. Good to go. Moving right along. My grandfather's 100-year-old screwdriver. Always makes an appearance. This thing's been through a war, hasn't it? Look at it. Awesome, still going at it. It's nice to have your parents' tools or your grandparents' tools. These long paths, it kind of makes you feel like he's helping you, you know? Besides, they don't make tools like this anymore. I love it. I actually love it. So we're digging out the crap that's around, that's accumulated. Mud, crap, grease. There's part of the seal around the bearings. We need to clean the mud out of here and the dirt so that the PB blaster can really penetrate down in there and do its job. Okay, trying a 17mm deep wall socket. Good and tight. She's on there real tight. Something's moving. Hey, I think we're getting it. Five-foot galvanized pipe, sometimes with big machinery, it's worth its weight in gold. We love it. You got this. It's not hard. Success. Got it. We didn't have to use heat. We didn't have to cut it off with a cutting torch. We don't have a cutting torch, so it's good. Let's see if we can get the bolt out. That'll be the next challenge. Moving right along. You got this. And so do I. Success. Now, look at that. Look at that bolt. That is all rust there. PB blaster got in there, worked through there, helped me out. It's a lot smaller there than it is here because rust has shaved a few millimeters off of that. Now our next challenge is to get this off of the excavator. It just pulls out, but it is also rusted. It's in there very tight. So you can pound it from the other side. You can pound it from this side right here, pound it out, and then if you had something like this, this is a lug nut. It used to have a cap over it. This is a defective lug nut. You might have seen that video I have. It's defective lug nuts. How do you remove them? I'm going to put it on the post on the back like this and pound right here. Pound this through. It's a tight area in there. We don't have enough room to use this, to punch it through, so I'm going to start it with this. Like this just really works hard, these rollers. I elected to go with original Kubota parts. Hopefully the quality is better than aftermarket stuff, and it looks solid. Right? There's the old, there's the new. Right? So that's, I can't even rotate it. It's so, bearings are so tight. And it comes with this protective tape on the end, so you take that off, and there you go. Right? Good to go. Nice. I'm going to put some grease right here. Perhaps if there's a coating of grease in this crack right here on the above part, it'll prevent mud, water-soaked mud to get in there, which will cause all the rust. A coating of grease in the right spot will really, hopefully will do wonders. Good, it's snug. That's not going anywhere. Beautiful. Moving on to roller number 2. That is the tougher roller. The upper rollers are harder to replace than the lower ones. Always start with the hardest and work your way to the easiest. Move right along. You got this. Nothing to it. There's the new one, genuine Kubota part, lower roller, and it is about 15 pounds. It is quite heavy. You can see it has a little lip that catches right here, so it gets installed like this, right? And then you have 2 bolts on either side, exact same on the other end, and that's good to go. What's the replaced it with a brand new roller from Kubota. This is the old roller. It lasted 15 years. 15 years and 2,600 hours of excavating. So it depends on how much you track, of course, when these are going to wear out, but around, you're lucky if you get over 2,000 hours. So anyway, this is the old one, totally blasted. It is messed. It is wrecked. That's the upper roller, and it's no good. It is destined for the dump. Stand back. You might want to put on eye protection, because it's going to be incinerated. Destined for the dump. And this is the lower roller. This is totally blasted too. Bearings are shot. You could use it as a weight. Yeah. Give it to the kids. It's about 10, 12 pounds. Not enough weight for you and I, so we don't need it. It is destined for the dump. Stand back. I've cranked it even more. Nasty. That is nasty, but a lot of fun. I love it. And here's the new one. Upper roller, lower roller. It's not hard. You got this. You do. You really do. We got this thing going. Now we got to tighten up the track, put some grease in here, tighten up the track, and lower it down. Now we're going to tighten up the grease seal in here around the grease nipple with our 7/8 of an inch socket, clockwise direction. Tighten that up. Boom. And give her a good, tighten this quite a bit. So now we're good to inject grease into this, which will push out on the idler wheel, which will tighten up the track. There, we're getting more into it now. Got it to a finger width, right? So that is not on the wood, and it's within half an inch with my finger. So hopefully I helped you out in this video, and hopefully you can do this yourself. I know you can, and I think hopefully this video gives you a little more confidence. You got this. Read the hat. It says you got it. I know you have it. You can do this. Not hard. Just taking bolts off, putting bolts on. So if I helped you out at all, showed you a few things or two and a trick or two, then maybe you can help me out by giving me a thumbs up, send me a comment. Love to hear from you. Love to hear your comments. And hit that subscription button if you haven't already done it, so that you don't miss a single video. It really helps me out. Cheers. See you later in the next video.